Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Better Plan Sciences. We're sitting here with a special guest and Director of Operations, Joelle Fiorito. And we are going to be diving into an exciting news release. But first off, Joelle, how are you doing? And are you ready to dive in?
I'm doing great, and yes, I'm ready to dive in.
Perfect. But first off, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your role at the company?
Yeah, so I started Juicy from the ground up with a few other people, and we started back in 2014, and were recently acquired by Better Plant Sciences. And so since then, I've taken on the role of Director of Operations for the body and home cleaning products. And I don't know, my role has been a lot of things because it's kind of the handoff of the old GC company and then coming into this new company. So it's really been all over the place, but just directing the operations of daily operations
All
for
right.
the
Well,
cleaning products.
I feel like you're the perfect person to have on for this update, then, though, because so you guys are ramping up production to fulfill orders from Whole Foods markets in around the Ontario, Canada area. So, kicking off, when you say ramping up, how much of an increase is that? Can you just give kind of generalizations about like where you were before and how much you guys have to actually increase production?
Yeah, so as far as increasing production, and it's not only Whole Foods, our head of sales has been ramping up a lot of different wholesalers for us, but Whole Foods is a huge one, obviously, and a really amazing opportunity. So I have a rock star in production. Her name is Brittany. She's been with us from the beginning of Jusu as well, and she does the job of 10 people and does it amazingly. So I'm really lucky to have her there. And she's been setting up our space to be more efficient, just setting up the operations of that backspace to be way more efficient so she can produce a lot of product. She's been stocking up on ingredients, ordering equipment like beakers and whatever we need to ramp up production. Also testing larger batches because we've been pretty much a home small batch um, production, but she's been testing larger batches and just making sure all of that goes smoothly. And so we're ready to go for when Whole Foods.
What's really interesting about Better Plant is I've had on a lot of your guys' team now, and pretty much everyone's like, "Oh yeah, this other person's the one. They do everything, and they're great every time." So you guys
It's
got a pretty solid,
awesome team. Yeah,
yeah,
it's a
pretty solid all-star team over there. So
yeah.
that's good. That's good. But all right. So then tell me more about these 14 products going into stores and what really makes them a perfect fit for Whole Foods.
Yeah, so it's our entire face care line. So we have face cleansers, face creams, a mask, eye serum, face serum, different scents and formulas depending on skin type. And I think it's a great fit. So Whole Foods' mission basically is to nourish people and planet with the highest quality products possible. And that is exactly how we started Jusu and what our goal was and what we've created with our body products. We always say, don't do this at home, but you can eat our products. They're so natural. And we've actually had people do that to test every single one of them. And yeah, so I think it's a great fit for Whole Foods because of that, because we've created these products that are so natural for the environment, for our bodies.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, so
Okay, well, yeah, you bring up a good point, and it seems like that's where the market and the demand is kind of growing, right? You're seeing an increased health consciousness amongst people and amongst consumers, and Whole Foods has been fitting in that image, and it really seems like Better Plant really fits in that image too. You feel like you're well positioned for this growth in the market?
I do. I've always, when people ask me to describe Jisoo, I always describe it in this approach, 360-degree approach of what you put in your body, on your body, and in our environment. And I think because Better Plant's objective is to harness the power of plants in so many different ways, and they're hitting the 360 degree approach,
Mhm.
um, and not only with Jusu, but with other companies they've either created or acquired, Como, um, Urban Juve, Neon Mind, and also the scientific research that goes into all of this is pretty awesome as well. So I think we're definitely set up.
Well, wonderful, Joelle. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for sharing your role in this exciting update with everybody. Do you have any parting words before we go?
I don't. This has been great, and it's nice to meet you.
All right. Well, again, thank you for coming on. It was nice to meet you too. And thank you everyone for watching. If you have any questions for Joelle or any other members of the team, let us know. We'll be happy to answer them for you, and stay tuned for more exciting updates. Joelle, have a wonderful day.